Hey, soul survivors, we are live again in the kitchen and I got the water boiling. We're going to go ahead and cook some stuff up. I'm actually going to lower this one camera. Uh-oh. Watch out. You guys are going to know my little secrets. There we go. I bought a new crock pot. What do you think about that? A little 2-quarter for small things, but loading up my Facebook. I wish I wasn't so tall. Be easier to fit everything on screen. But how's everybody doing? We'll go ahead and get started. I bought some chicken. You guys were awesome and helped me kind of debone some chicken a couple days ago. Froze a little bit of it, and I got a bunch of vegetables from a teacher friend of mine. And I'm going to have to adjust that one camera, but there you go. Look at this. Check it out. So gonna make something. I don't know. Got to use up that chicken, and let me throw the noodles in while this is all loading up. Got to adjust this one camera. It's so hard. Different camera lengths. So good to have everybody here. Let me just throw some noodles in, just your regular spaghetti noodles. I'm just using what I have in the house. And we're going to go ahead and open up the chat. I'll be cooking while we're doing this. We're making a chicken teriyaki stir fry. So just going to do some noodles and we'll chat at the same time. It's 10:08. Just got out of the shower. And hi, Run. Second time you got the notification bell. I love hearing that. I love it. Lets me know that things are working right. So thank you for letting me know. We got more people joining. Still having problems with my Facebook. Don't want too many noodles this time. But how's everybody's day going? What'd you guys do today? This is really boiling. I used to have electric stoves. Gas stoves. Now I have an electric one, so you really got to turn it down. One secret I do is I do add salt to the water, so it helps it boil a little bit lower and gets it started. Also, I like salt. Some of you, if you want, you can put a little bit of oil around the pan. And so there we go. I wish the camera angles were better. I'll have to figure something out. Got all these cords and everything that I'm trying to work around. You should see my setup. But you got stalked. Who stalked you? I got the noodles boiling right now. And somehow I have to figure out a better way. Let me move this stuff back. The thing I don't like about YouTube is you can't really adjust your camera until you go live. You got a little olive oil in the water. Yeah, I got that. I should put some in. There we go. See? I read your mind. Here we go. Check this out. Oh, it's brand new. Got this. My father passed away. And so my mom donated all this food. He was a big, big chef and always cooking. But he loved using olive oil in everything, even like cookies and cakes. And I don't like getting cookies and cakes. But we'll put a little bit of olive oil in there. Just a little. Some in the pan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the, the olive oil and butter. Can people do that? So the noodles don't stick. I'm usually pretty lucky if you get a full boil. They don't really stick all that much, but that can definitely happen. And it's always easier to play it safe. So we'll go ahead and take the top off of this. And thinking it's a green pepper. I don't know. Is it a hybrid? Is that normal? It just helps. I agree. So I got I have this really nice cutting board above my refrigerator, but I'm just not using it. I just use the simple stuff. Oh, I got set Mr. Moo, my little cow timer. There we go. And I'd love to hear what you guys did today. Yeah, and any little cooking tips you guys have. All these little seeds. But we got people joining in. We're making a chicken teriyaki stir fry and having a little chat before I go to bed. I'll rinse those out before I go ahead and cut them. I have no idea. I usually only eat, I think these are sweet peppers. But yeah, this is from Holly Schaefer, my co-teacher. So it was really nice. And let me set that timer. Stir it up just to make sure they don't stick. You do want to make sure that your stuff is boiling. My timer, you got to go past the time you want. 10 minutes is usually perfect. You usually don't even have to test it as long as the water's fully boiling. And this phone will not work. You got stalked street theater? What do you mean? At the street theater? We just had some crazy stuff going on in town. So it says to encourage more viewers to share the live. And I see Eric and Jody joining in. Hello, Joel. But what happened? Are you being serious? That's the thing. We got to be careful nowadays with, there are a lot of stalkers out there. This phone is not working. But good to have everybody. All right, loading this up. So it's a nice day today. It was absolutely beautiful. We're back at school. And hi, Wheel. How's it going today? Thank you for joining. I love all the love and follows. We're trying to get to 10,000. Let's try to do it by the end of the month. What do you guys think? And Frank and Dan. So you got to tell me more, Ron. We're trying to open up Facebook, get more people in here, open the chats up. It's good. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. So as far as the sauce that we're doing today, we shall see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to try and make my own teriyaki. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If not, peanut butter and jelly tomorrow night. And I kind of wish I didn't eat all the chicken. I don't have as much chicken as I want. So we'll go ahead and rinse this out. What am I making? I am making noodles and stir fry chicken teriyaki. So my teacher friend, she gave me all of these vegetables from her garden. Let me go ahead and rinse these super quick so I can cut them up. Got the noodles boiling. Oh, I forgot to take the top off of this one. There we go. So just come stand over here. Bear with me, guys. We're getting it going. All right. Let me take the top up of this one. So does anybody ever make a teriyaki sauce? I have like a store-bought one. And I'm going to try to doctor it up. If you can see my Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A. Amron says they don't like spiritual people with true abilities. What kind of abilities do you have? Sometimes our abilities is just understanding this is dangerous. I was watching something yesterday about like autistic people, how they can kind of sense. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. How they can sense out narcissists, but narcissists can also sense them out right away more than the autistic. And the autistic can get confused thinking the reason the narcissist isn't crazy about autistic people is because they can't read them as well. And Mimi is here. Mimi, how's your day going? We're making a little stir fry right now. I have no clue what I'm doing. Got some noodles boiling. They know, look at my hair. They know people have special stuff. That's true. Some people have certain intuitions. We are animals, you know, and we do have the ability to utilize our instincts, but over time we kind of get accustomed to not doing that. But, you know, also the way we interact in society, we're kind of taught how to be safe within each other. And yeah, narcissists don't like to follow the rules. And we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, you know, the different kinds of relationships. I don't know. Should I do them super chunky? What do you guys think? Chunky? I don't know. I think I want them a little thinner. Start cutting them thinner. Put it in the bowl. That's the illusion. Exactly. Yes. And, you know, there is a spiritual aspect to this. And, you know, also an energetic type thing. They talk about vibrations, how sometimes you can feel creepiness or you don't even know why. That's your instincts kicking in a lot of times. Be careful after you've dealt with a narcissist. You might be hyper vigilant and, you know, you might misjudge a couple things because of being hyper vigilant, which is just kind of normal. Just be aware of that. But there's something to this intuition stuff. And we got Larry. a lot of people. So I'm going to get this all set up, and then I'm going to chill with you guys a little bit more. I don't know. I don't usually do stir fries, but they're so good. So a lot of illusions, and that's what the narcissist does. They're all about illusion. They pretend to be something that they're not, and ooh, what is this? Is that normal? What is that? Ah! I think it's a baby seed. That's it didn't look pretty though. I think that's normal. I think it's the heart. It looked like a heart. That was crazy. We've never seen that. So what are the sweetest? Are the yellow or the red? Which ones are sweeter? I think these are supposed to be sweet peppers. I know nothing about peppers. But thank you guys for joining. We're making a chicken teriyaki stir fry as we do our little chat. And what do you guys like? I like water chestnuts. I don't have any of those. That would be amazing to put in here. I do like mushrooms. None of those. Just using up what my teacher friend gave me and what I have in the house. So we'll see how it goes. Hello, hello. Hi, John. Nice having you join our little late night cooking before I go to bed. Trying to get this cooked up. That way I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. I came home from school. I was up late with you guys last night. And I just went straight to bed. But I had the craziest dream. I had this dream that I had to use a bathroom. So I kept going. And it was like starting to get more and more painful. And in my dream, I'm like, what is going on? And then it turned out like I just really had to wake up and go to the bathroom. But it was like I incorporated that into my dream about, just being so painful and I can't get over this. They watching, it's what they do. Yes, they do like to watch. That's why they'll go through your social media. I know sometimes we do that too, though. So that's not always a telltale sign, but they like the information. That's why they oh my God. Hi, Heavenly. They do like that information. So they will utilize flying monkeys to get it. They'll show up at your work. They'll track you. It's a one-way street, though. It's not like they return the favor of being open and honest about where they're at. Check it out. Look at that. It's going to be pretty, all the different colors. All right, get these seeds out of the way. Try rinsing them away. I need to put my hair back. It's just for me, so I don't care. Hi. Oh, Kathy is here. Kathy, Dr. Schaefer gave me a whole bunch of vegetables. So cooking that up right now and just kind of chilling. I know a lot of people at school are starting to get sick. Hopefully hasn't hit your school. And I see people were posting online about a lot of COVID going back around again. So hopefully you guys stay safe. I need to be aware of my health for when I go visit my mom. But I'm cutting this around right. They're not as pretty. I got to pay attention to I knew it. I could feel it. I could feel the noodles were done. Let me go ahead and drain those guys. There you go. I promise if you guys eat over, I won't be putting my hair in the food. Ron says a lot of people are trafficked by puppeteers, which are like the narcissists. Yeah, that's terrible. I had a friend. She was kind of like extremely helpful with like the trafficking, shutting down the traffic because it's just sick what's out there. How many people go missing or are used, or they've been doing like these scams online where they get professional people to sign up for jobs and they send them overseas and then they kind of take them hostage and they either utilize them for that kind of stuff or for scamming people. And is it Shaka? And Rocco? Is it Rocco? Rebecca is here. Oh, we got a Coleman. There we go. I love it. Good to have everybody. And also Moore. One of my friends is Barbara Moore. But if people are trafficked, so you know, we had to, it's such a sad society now where we have to like really watch what is out there. Thank you for that. Like, I appreciate that. And I'm trying to grow my watch time and my followers. So I thought I'd kind of like let you guys get to know a little bit about what I do. Maybe we'll tackle the upstairs together. I got a, yeah, we'll do a little hoarding video on that one. Releasing, getting rid of things. I'll tell you what, I had a costume business and man, I have so many patterns and fabrics and rhinestones, beads, threads that it literally filled a full 26-foot semi truck. I had workers being sent to me. They want to gain info about you or to ruin your life. All about money, espionage, and women. I had women sent to you. Who sent you those women? And let me catch up. Tommy is here. Patricia. Thank you guys for joining. Rocco. There you go. Check it out. Only one seed. I did pretty good. There we go. So we'll get this all fried up. Like I said, I got the noodles going. I better bring those. I think they look done. I don't know. They cooked a little funky this time. Kind of turn this so you guys can see me better. So we're getting ready to I don't know, I'm gonna do the broccoli too. I'll just be healthy. I'm not sure if the broccoli cult leader sent them. Oh my gosh, yeah, I have to do a series on cults because cults do the brainwashing just like a narcissist, and there's different techniques. And I know like the narcissist, a lot of times that's their personality just brings those trauma bonds, those manipulation. And they just learned it over time how to get their way. And, what is it? You catch more bees with honey or whatever it is. So they can be real sweet in the beginning. Sometimes it's not necessarily to manipulate you. Sometimes they just want to be your friend or date you. But there are times that they straight up purposely, without any intention of being friends or anything. What am I making? I am making a chicken stir fry. You guys are here with me cutting up that chicken, and I froze some of it, and then I snacked on it. I had 3 rotisserie chicken. So just for my local people watching at Gordon Food Service, they had rotisserie chicken for $3. Thank you for the love. I see that. And so I bought 3 of them, and maybe it was Friday. Friday we kind of took the chicken off and froze some of it. Thought I had more chicken than I did. I was going to have chicken after I got home from school, but saved it for this. I don't know how much broccoli. I think that's good on the broccoli. Ron says, that's true. Sometimes they do truly like you, but when it doesn't work out, they evolve into their evil real quick. And that's what's sad. And that's why there's like something kind of demonic to it. And Mimi sharing that love. Thank you for liking the live. Because like, demonic spirits or the devil are out to destroy relationships. And the more you try to work on it with a narcissist, the worse it gets. And it's like mind blowing. And it's almost like a no-win situation. So a lot of us are in that trauma bonded state where we're ruminating, missing that person because of the facade, and they can just be so destructive. So destructive. All right, so here we go. Here's the fresh veggies that I got going. Look at that. Ah, delicious. Thank you, Holly. There you go. You had school today. Yes, I had school today. Yeah, it was an easy day for me, though. It was an easy day at school, which is nice. But one of my tutors is sick. It's just me. I'm supposed to have 3 other tutors. And Caitlin is here. Caitlin, I need you to come over. There's a couple more days of beautiful weather. And let me know if you can hear me say your name, Caitlin. I think Facebook has a 30-second delay. So she might not even know I'm talking to her. But what about you, Mimi? You didn't go to school yet? There we go. nice and fresh. So I'll turn this camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. We'll go over there. Thank you guys for your patience. Get this cooking on up. Turn the heat on. Can you see me okay? All right, I'll angle a little better for you guys. But we got Enzo joining us. No, not yet. Are you looking forward to it? Got the heat going. I'll let that heat up a little bit. And this I will save for another meal. We're going to try. Do you guys ever shop at Aldi's? Who shops at Aldi's? I bought this I got it at Gordon Food Service. 360, please. I'm kind of doing it here and there. No, LOL. So, yeah, just give me a sec. I'm heating the oil up, and I'll get back over there. But I was saying that I went to Gordon Food Service, and they had, like, the hamburger rolls, like the 1-pound rolls that are frozen, but they're already seasoned with either tacos or I think it was, like, Sloppy Joes. So I bought those, and we're going to taste test those. I got some leftover hot dog buns from the party that I had. And hello, Pico. Pico, how are you? Got the oil going. Keep those noodles hot for a little bit. There we go. Put some butter in there. Do you guys ever do that? Olive oil and butter? I don't know. We're going to try it. Can't hurt, can it? A little bit of salt. This will be so good. What are some foods you guys like? You're having tacos again. I love tacos. Tacos are so good. Cult leader sent them. That is crazy. So, Caitlin, I don't know if you heard. I want you to come visit. I got my cousin at. And this is tonight's recipe, but I was going through my recipe books, and there's some kind of cool ones. I got like the name brand ones or like restaurants, kind of knockoffs. Good evening, John. I am doing good. How are you doing tonight? We're just cooking up some chicken stir-fry teriyaki and chit-chatting. I think I might add a little bit more butter. Bored, but food. Oh, but good. Sorry, I got a crack right there. I did go in on Monday to get new like phones, but they were closing just as I got that crack right there. So I'll probably do that next weekend. But what time is dinner? In about 10 minutes. That's what's nice about stir fries is they don't take that long to cook up. I'm just a little worried about the seasoning. This is what I got. All right, so I got teriyaki marinade. And then if that doesn't taste right, we can doctor it up. I got French style dressing. I got the Polynesian sauce. I got brown sugar. And you guys are going to help me figure out how soy sauce. Oh, soy sauce. Ever played any basketball? I have played. I was a cheerleader in college, but they chased me down the hall and they're like, "We'll give you a scholarship." I'm like, I'm just tall. So I didn't play. I could have played. I wish I knew I liked volleyball though. Go ahead and drain my noodles. That smells so good, guys. popping in, checking what you guys are saying. Do I like to cook? Yes, I don't cook all that much because it's just me here, but I do like to cook. The only thing that sucks is I try not to I try to stay on a diet for the most part. And, there's so many good things out there where I'm like, oh, I got to make that. But then I'm like, then I got to eat that for a week. And some of the things that look so good are not necessarily the healthiest. So I do want to make Grandma Schiller's turkey tetrazzini, but I want to make it with, maybe I should do that around the holidays. She won a prize for it, and she was in the Detroit News for her turkey tetrazzini, and I had the recipe. So we'll make that closer to Thanksgiving. Avocado oil is good. No vegetable oil. Yeah, I used to always use vegetable oil, but it is way better. You say soy sauce, add a little sugar, and chopped garlic. Oh, I don't have any chopped garlic or coconut oil. But good advice, good advice. Somewhere I have garlic salt, though. Soy sauce. I'm glad you said that. I think I just bought some. See what I got. Ooh. You can tell I like soy sauce. Look how much I have left. I have just enough left. Add a little bit more butter. Loving it. More butter. So yeah, I do like to cook. I'm going to start doing, I like having friends over too. So on the weekends, probably Mondays or, Fridays or Saturdays, I'll start doing like some cooking shows. I gotcha. I love cooking. John says I went to school for it, but only do it at home. Oh my goodness. I bet you're an awesome cook. What's your favorite meal to make? And thank you guys for liking the live. Let me know what you guys like or what recipes you're curious about. Ron says basic stir fry, soy sauce, little sugar, garlic, and your seasonings. I don't know what seasonings to add. That's a problem. And like I said, you guys can open the conversation, whatever you would like to talk about. We're just kind of cooking, killing two birds with one stone. But this is, we talk about friends and the pay it forwards. And if you look at my YouTube, I did a video with Holly Schaefer. And you'll get to see the lady that donated these wonderful vegetables. And the more you guys, just so you know, the more you guys comment, the more it helps grow the channel. So I love it when you guys just tell me where you're from. Chicken Alfredo or a good steak. Yes, I agree. John says, guys at work love the cooking. I bet. And Phil is joining us. Hello, hello. We're making a chicken teriyaki stir fry. And if not, we'll rinse it off and put spaghetti sauce on it. That sounds good. Any special technique for your chicken Alfredo? Probably just the cream. Ron says, I worked at a country club in the kitchen. All of them rich golfers and tournaments. You learn all kinds of dishes. I bet. It's a little bit more high class. Like stuff like that. This is like such a nice meal. I'm definitely going to have to send her a picture of this. One that I don't burn it. You'll put it into your vegetables. And then I want to make some stuff to bring into work. I'm pretty good at making muffins. You guys like muffins? But that's the thing is, like, I don't really eat the stuff I cook. Hi, Becky. When I was pregnant, I made I just had to bake. And I just kept cooking and cooking and cooking. And I just gave all this food away. John says a good fried chicken is the trick with the Alfredo and homemade sauce. I can't get the batter to stick. I can never make fried chicken. Tell me the secret to that. Fried chicken is so good. There we go. Not sure. Maybe I shouldn't have added that little extra bit of butter, but that's all right. It just means it's going to be extra good. All right, we're getting ready to throw in this soy sauce pretty soon. Cornmeal and flour, 50-50 cornmeal. That's why. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Stephen. Thank you for the hello. Good to have you here. We're making chicken stir-fry teriyaki. Becky, what's been going on with you? Did you have a good Labor Day? And Ron says, I make a man shrimp and mushrooms Alfredo. Oh, my favorite was the cheesecake, and we made a lobster pasta. I'm not into seafood, but I bet that was delicious. Dip it twice. So you do egg and then a 50-50 mixture and then egg again. Gotta help me out because I tried it. I know my ex-neighbor. Oh my gosh, I love his. Oh, I gotta be careful. Hold on. I'm new to this house. I don't know if I have a fan. I have to have a fan, don't I? Where would the fan be? Oven light. There we go. I figured it out, guys. I don't know where that fan's going to go to. I don't know where my wok went. I used to have a wok. I almost, do you guys like using a cast iron skillet? They left a bunch with the house, and I also bought one right before I moved in. Cast iron, should I be using that right now? I ended up just using a regular old pan, and I think I'm going to start using cast iron. It's looking good. I wish I had some onions. I'm not a big onion fan, so I never buy them, but in a stir fry, that would be so good. I love caramelized onions. That I do like. Dip it twice. Oh my gosh. We got a lot of people joining us. All right, so now for the tricky part. You have to start seasoning this. Oh, some of these are so caramelized. I probably could have used all the broccoli. Sounds good. Just simmering and cooking. Hi, Brian. You guys are so quiet just watching what I'm doing. So tell me what topics you would like to talk about. We're talking about relationships, mental health. We could take these channels wherever you want to go. But I noticed my top one has changed from the monkey branching to will it last with the new supply? So this scares me. Smell it. Does it smell okay? Here we go. And I'm going to try this. We're going to try a little, I don't know if this is going to be good in there. Why do people that cheat blame you? They don't want to take accountability. We'll talk about that. I have no idea if that was a smart idea. We'll find out soon enough. All right, after I terrorize it with the sauce, it doesn't look as pretty. But it smells so good. It's almost like this will be good in like a blackened pepper. I need a blackened pepper steak and broccoli recipe. It smells good though. I think it was that Polynesian sauce that kind of caramelized up. It's good though. It is good. Maybe I don't know. Why not? Right? A little French dressing. Who knows? And Sarah is joining us. You had to get a restraining order on your ex. She was that crazy. Yeah. Once that dopamine, it's like they talk about it, it's like an addict, and sometimes it's the narcissist that's like that. Sometimes it's the victim where it just does something to your brain. But people do cheat, and it feels really crappy when they blame you. So. Sounds like a good idea. It's one reason why I don't like going out to eat. You never know what they put in your food. No accountability. Exactly. It's kind of painful to take accountability sometimes. People get afraid of losing someone. Guys, this looks good. All right, so we got our chicken. I wish I had more. I ate too much of this, and I was too kind to my dog. Kept giving Dixie do some of the chicken. So this is the chicken we have. I don't know. Yeah, it'll have to do though. And Crescent is here. Have that chicken in there. I'm a meat eater. I like to have a lot of meat in my food. And Damien. And Mimi did you leave for a minute? But I want to sit and talk to you about that. So hold on. That gets a little deep. Just simmer that for a minute. I'm going to turn the heat off. I think that's good. Yellow. All right. So talking about that, why do people cheat and then just blame you? Like a narcissist, they don't want to find fault, and they will blame shift and all that. And it can be extremely hurtful because they're the ones that are going against the commitment. Also, make sure when you're with someone that you are clear on what the expectations are. If you don't do that, they can often just use that against you, saying, well, we never talked about it. But they'll either cut you down. Hello, good to have you here, George. But they'll, say it was your body or this or that. And usually, a healthy relationship, you have a connection of the souls, not necessarily the body. They keep it at surface level. And Mimi says, okay, I'm leaving again, but I'm gonna watch TikTok. Okay, enjoy your little doom scrolling. Thanks for joining in. And Empty Head says, I've been in full no contact for almost 4 months, and my stupid ass, but lots of love to you, Mimi. My stupid ass almost tried sending my ex an email to say hi, hope you're doing well, but I stopped myself. And in a way, I'm glad I didn't message. A lot of times too, we have to realize, why are we doing this? They're not going to reply. Or if they do, it's just starting a vicious cycle all over again. And what was it that made you stop? Sometimes after a while, what goes through our head is this is just not worth it. Okay, guys, here we go with the noodles. Here we go. We got some noodles. And I think I'm just going to add the rest of the teriyaki in here. Let it simmer overnight. And then I'll put the chicken on top. And I'm going to stir that in. But it can be quite hurtful when, you didn't do anything wrong. You're staying faithful. And for one thing, it's probably destroying the relationship. It's destroying your heart. And then on top of it, they blame you. So it's like a double gut punch, And, the trust is gone and never look back. Yeah. And that's the thing, unless somebody's willing to change, it's hard to change. People are who they are. a lot of people don't like to change. They like who they are, or like the narcissists, they like to get what they want, and they can't always get what they want if they stay accountable. So here we go. Let's put that in here. I was going to take a picture, but I forgot that my phones are being used. Oh, it's going to be so good. Now see what I did to my pan, though? Ay, ay, ay. Check it out. Yeah, I'm in a mess. Right here, I think that's that Polynesian sauce. Too sugary or honey-like. I wish I was hungry. I will taste it, though. People pretend too much. Yeah, and they mislead people. Edward says, one from Jersey, just use an air fryer for the first time. Life can be so good. Oh my God, from Jersey. What did you use for your, I had a stir fryer. I finally broke down and got one. It worked like 7 times and died. So I don't know why. I tried air frying burgers. I'm going to try this. Oh, man, I wanted to take a picture of this. I'll just have to tell Holly it's on. Oh, guys, this looks so good. I hope it's good. There you go. Check it out. We're going to taste test it, though. Would you use it in your air fryer? Ren says, don't get with an abusive woman. They get upset when they get caught. Guys do, too. You know, CJ is here. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Hit that like button for me. It's easier to blame. It's or they even deflect. Like they won't tell you what's going on. Let's see. All right, guys. What's your guess? Am I gonna love it? Let's see. Doesn't need any salt. Hey, Mama Cindy. Hope you're doing well. CJ, thank you so much. I just got done trying to make a chicken stir-fry teriyaki with vegetables that my teacher friend gave me. I have no idea if it's good. Let's see. I don't like eating on camera. This is good. Turned out good. Just enough soy sauce. Ran out, but guess who? Welcome back. Now I want to eat in front of the camera. I don't like to. The vegetables are really good. Now she asked me how many peppers can you eat realistically in a week, and I told her 4. I think I'm going to eat all this up by tomorrow. You look fire. Thank you. I appreciate that, George. Ron says, I like Russian women and pretty, but I second think it all the time nowadays. What's making you, is it the Russian women you're thinking about? Guys, this turned out good. I am a good cook. All right, I won't eat all this in front of you guys. I'm taking one more bite, though. This is really good. I am going to go ahead and take some out before I go to bed. Your ex was Russian. Okay. Oh, I didn't get any chicken. Look at that. All right. I'm not sharing with my dog. That's why I don't have much chicken in here. I gave her so much chicken over the last few days. Trying to get some noodles. This turned out so good, guys. There you go. All right, so let me put that in the fridge. All about BMW money and perception of riches and power. There are definitely, I'm not going to lie, there's definitely women who go after men's money, which is really, really sad. And I mean, guys can do it too, but it's usually the women that do that. Was she just like Russian nationality, or was she from exactly Russia? Heavenly says, I have to go to bed for the second day of school. Not a problem. Be well rested. That's what's important. And I'll see you tomorrow. Eating, no worries. I appreciate that. It was so good. Good night, Heavenly. Thank you for all the love and support. George says, bye. Bye, Heavenly. I enjoy Annie's chicken out of Pitchlers, Kansas. Is that a city, Pitchlers? Or is that a store? It sounds like a store or a restaurant. I don't know. I don't know that. From Russia, inside trash character. Aw, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, that turned out so good, guys. Let me put this away. Wait, I see more comments coming. Gotta clean as you go, guys. I'm gonna heat up some coffee so I can stay up with you guys. So George says just outside Pittsburgh, Kansas. I guess an old name used. Interesting. Outside Pittsburgh, Kansas. That gets confusing. Have I been to Kansas? I don't know if no, I don't think I've been to Kansas. Is it worth driving out there? Probably some chicken is. Stan says, any tips to cope with the karma wanting? With wanting karma on the person that did you wrong. We will talk about that. Oh my gosh, let me keep my coffee up real quick because I want to sit down and talk to you guys. She covers herself in materialistic look to appear high class, but she is a serial cheater and poly and on medication and now has a kid. Very scary stuff. Oh my gosh. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of people hurt by these relation. What is that? Poetic emphasis where I just hurt myself. Pitt State University. I'll have to check it out. Pittsburgh State. So let me get that coffee going. And Stan, we are going to talk about that. Because, that's one thing that has me worried about people is this wanting karma. So I'm kind of stalling for you to verify that that's exactly what you mean by that question. And that is where I feel, be careful. It's the devil at work on you. And this is what I mean by that. So I believe there's a spiritual thing to this. And hold on, guys. I promise I'll sit down. So I think there's like, whether you guys see it as the universe or God or whatever you see it as, there's this like spiritual warfare type stuff that's going on. And you're starting to fall prey to that. Or people are, to where I get it, we want the karma, but some of the things that I see people wanting are extremely evil. Like they either want the person to die or they want them to get extremely hurt or the new supply, this and that miscarriage or whatever it is that they're wanting on the karma. They're trying to, in a sense, play God or manipulate the spirits or the future or anything like that. That these are evil thoughts that are coming into our mind. And, if we truly love that person, we should at least want bad on them. But that's like our human spirit, like our tendencies sometimes, like a hurt child, that they haven't learned. We're in life to learn. And you're a police officer in Louisiana. Haven't done anything wrong. Very cool. So I'm sure you've seen my degrees in criminal justice. I'd love to talk to you, Christopher, about that because I think there's less respect. I'm also a teacher. But okay, so that is what you mean. Fake person with a mask on. So when we want karma, we just have to realize, it's going to play out by itself. We don't have to play a part in it, kind of like, let's just sit back and watch because it will happen. Might not be in our time, might not be something that we see, but it will happen. Or if it doesn't happen in lifetime for us to witness, it'll happen in the afterlife. But so we want karma. Okay, I get it. You're wanting this karma. How does it change the situation? How does that make you feel better? Does it put you guys back together? Does it erase the pain? And it just makes you like less of a high value character. I take pride in caring about other people, and we're all different, but this is what I take pride in, that, we don't want to exacerbate the pain that is in this world. So when we're wishing karma on someone, I understand where that comes from, but we're wanting pain on somebody else. And that's kind of evil. It doesn't bring justice. And it's changing who we are. And then when people witness you, they're going to look at you different. People will judge you on their perception. So they can see you, wishing bad on someone or laughing at their demise. And that's kind of narcissistic or sociopathic. And that's how things get started. The ball gets rolling. And that's why, in the future, building up boundaries to not let it get that bad, because it starts messing with your brain. So right now, your brain is open to negative vibrations and negative temptations and negative thoughts. And sometimes we can realize like what our triggers are on that. Are we pissed off? We just saw them happy on Facebook. Well, then why the heck are we looking at their Facebook? It's only hurting us more. So Stan, what kind of struggles? Like, is it like you just want like revenge on the person? Or it says it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. One day I felt I had really let it go, and then she looked at my Instagram stories. She was 2 months in with new boyfriend. Felt that spiritual energy. Yeah. And that's why sometimes I say to block. I don't necessarily block, but there's times that you need to, or you need to control yourself not looking at their Instagram and things. Did she comment or like? How do you know that she looked at your stuff? I think profile views or something? Mad Duck says, I love your phrase. You're so adorable. Oh, I love your compliments. Thank you so much. And Christopher says, I'm open to any questions you have. Do you want to do a podcast? I'd love to do a podcast with you. That's my question. Because there's a lot of people that don't respect the police like they should. And sometimes too, they don't understand that like the vibrations and the negative field, and like there have been some, mistakes or bad cops, and they are more on edge. And when people are more on edge, the police officers might be more on edge because they're not getting the respect. And it's, accidents happen more often. But I do want to talk to you. How long have you been a cop? I've been a teacher for a long time, and I see the change also post-COVID. Let me ask you that. You can answer that right now. Have people been more or less respectful or more or less violent since COVID? How's that? That's a pretty good question. Stan says we weren't following each other and my profile was still public. Saw she viewed my stories, which means she was typing my name in. Oh, asked her if she needed anything, and when she didn't respond, I blocked her. And see, I get it. Like that's a natural response. Hey, do you need anything? Whether it's curiosity or to, be a good heart, maybe you still love her, but we set ourselves up a lot for heartache. And that's part of that intermittent reinforcement that happens, and the trauma bond. Because in a natural conversation, like if you reached out to me like, hey, do you need anything? I'm like, no, I'm okay. Or, oh my gosh, yes, could you babysit this weekend? It's natural and it's comfortable. It's normal. But when you're like, how are you? It's awkward. And then your mind is like, what is wrong? Did I do something wrong? Don't they like me? Are they in trouble? Do I need to do something? So it puts you in this whole different state of mind, and all that kind of energy starts destroying your brain. You've been an officer for 20 years. Oh my gosh. Excellent. I would love to do a podcast. Cynthia at asoulsurvivor.com if you're interested. SOUL, Cynthia at asoulsurvivor.com. But post-COVID, have people been different? Sometimes it's better to ghost. This is the thing with ghosting. This is what I feel. Ooh, coming up on Halloween. I would say at least tell the person one time, even if they're a piece of crap. Tell them one time that, look, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm sorry it's not working out. I wish you well. We shouldn't wish people crap because wishing them well, hopefully they change. But to just ghost, it hurts people. When we hurt people, we're hurting society. Does that make sense? Cheater, yes. Ghost. I would just say, I don't want to talk to you anymore. but at least do that. That way they at least know when they're kind of like up against the gate, you're kind of like closing it, as opposed to making them more curious or making them think that they can win you back, or changing their mental state. Phantom is here. Phantom, you just missed it. I already put it away. I just made chicken teriyaki. I got some out here. Look at this. I even ate on camera. Got some vegetables from, it's so good. It's so good. I got chicken and vegetables and broccoli and peppers. My teacher friend gave me some vegetables, and I used up that chicken. Ron says, and I want to ask you before I go on, Stan, how do you feel about that? Because you continue saying it was weird. This moment of catching her acting like I do indeed exist in her brain. And you do, I don't know your whole situation. Sometimes they cared about you. Sometimes they cared about your money or your status, or they thought you were funny or sexy. And, you're in their mind. If you had a relationship with them in some way, even if they were using you, they, probably do think about you. And does that mean that's going to make them a good person? No. So, yeah, sometimes we feel like I never existed to them. And you did. You did. Some narcissists can care to a certain extent. Some, like when they really don't care, that's more a psychopath, sociopath. And I don't know what she was like, but there are narcissists that, so Christopher says, my daughter is bipolar. How old is your daughter, if I can ask? And the thing with bipolar is that they can manage it with medication, which is better than like the narcissist. The narcissist, they only manage comorbidities, and there's nothing for crappy personality. Does she struggle with that? I know there's so many ups and downs with that. And hopefully she's talking to somebody about it, because it can be extremely, she's 33. Okay. So, also, I'll tell you what, female hormones make life difficult too, sometimes too. So she's got that, and stressors. And how's she handling it? How long have you known? And did you see any signs when she was a child? Any indicators? Stan says, I didn't know how to feel. I was 3 months of no contact after her ghosting at that point. Thought it would be guilt, but who knows? She's been very petty throughout all of this. Yeah, and they go into that childlike state. I'm not going to be your friend if you're not going to be mine, or you don't want to do that. Oh gosh, Christopher, we'll talk about that in 1 second. Refusing help. What do we do? So 3 months of no contacting, and yeah, that's that Hoover. How did you guys leave things? Why did you guys break up? But the pettiness is just to hurt you. It's almost like people like to match, like happy people like to match happy people. Sad people just kind of want somebody somber and sad, and let's just deal with the sad stuff. But her being petty is because she's hurt and throwing little temper tantrums. And Run says, mine called me a loser. You're not a loser. And we don't have to believe just because somebody says something. You were if you were the one trying to work on the relationship, that's not a loser. So Christopher says she's been refusing help. It's been getting worse and worse. And age 33, that is a really tough time. What's her, you don't have to answer if something is like uncomfortable or not my business, but what's her situation? Does she have kids, boyfriend, husband, divorced, separated? Hopefully she's not using any drugs or alcohol. A lot of times they like to mask those things. Sometimes they can spend a ton of money. They go in those manic states. Run says, if I'm a loser, why are you stalking me with all these other people? I agree. Yeah. If I'm such a loser, why sending flying monkeys if I'm a loser? Yeah. Why don't you just walk away? But Christopher says the bipolar of his daughter is getting worse and worse. And it's just like compounded stressors and triggers she's been using. I can kind of tell. That's not good, because that just exacerbates it and it alters her state of mind, and that addiction takes over. Uh, Geez. Yeah, when they start doing that, there's only so much that we can do, and it gets scary because sometimes the outcome can be extremely traumatic. Um, is she working? Is she maintaining a job? And sometimes the people that we run with can make it or break it. So she's probably not running. You had to handcuff her. I had a cop friend. He arrested his daughter too. Was that while you were on duty or to keep her safe? What made you have to handcuff her? And that's got to be hard as a father to do. It's probably the last thing you wanted to do, but needed to. Yeah, if it gets that bad, does she steal from you? And it's interesting. You said a cop for 20 years, so she was 13. Sometimes too, just like the little Catholic school girls, sometimes the children of cops, they kind of rebel because they're meant to be the good kid because their parent is a cop. Stan says, I have no clue, honestly, just know something good didn't happen. She started to get distant after we fought after a devaluation phase. When we get her dog back from her ex and think she cheated because she went silent. Then a couple new person a month later. Split personality. There are times where people haven't healed. And that's why, you got to be really careful with getting into these relationships where people are still in that flip-flop. I don't know where my heart's at. Did I make a mistake? How long was she? Because if she's getting her dog from the ex, they probably were together not too recently, or that monkey branching. Be careful of that monkey branching. How long in between the relationships? She was a danger to herself and others. And did she do a 72-hour hold? Sometimes you can put that in, and hopefully that's a realization. They can evaluate her a little bit better after some of the stuff is out of her system. But was she just overusing, or was she we gotta watch what we say on TikTok. I got to watch how I say things on TikTok. I took her to a psychiatric hospital and did they just say it was the drugs and release her, or did they give her any help? That's what's hard, is when they refuse the treatment. They get in that mindset like, I'm fine, or I'll quit when I want to quit. I just don't want to do that now. And were you at least able to talk to her? Was she able to talk? Sometimes people will open up once they're in that situation. Others just shut down. How did she feel about you handcuffing her? Is she angry at you? And that's the thing, like, people get angry. Sometimes they don't see that you had her best interest at heart. And that can be really hurtful as a father, where you're like, I was trying to protect you. She's out of the hospital now. And how long ago was that? And Eddie is joining. Stan says they had been broken up a year. I got the classic story that he was physically abusive and such. She ran the entire NARC playbook, to be honest. And yeah, so a new person afterwards. And that's the thing, like, sometimes 2 months ago. And is she getting a little bit better, or is she still going downhill? Is she going downhill rapidly? Any idea what set her off? That's the thing. Sometimes the brain just takes over, and she needs a good heart to heart. But sometimes people, they just don't want to process it. The connections aren't working because of drugs or trauma.
And Ron says, I like peace. I can't do it. I know there's a time where you're like, enough is enough. My goodness, I'm getting tired. Let me get my coffee. I'm getting tired, guys. It's 11:12. So tomorrow, I'll clean this up later. I'm going to go to bed right after this, but there's a lot of people getting COVID, and I don't want to get COVID. That's what happens when you teach. All right, there we go. Thank you, guys. I'm one of those people who, that food's looking good. Christopher says she's even refusing her medication. And she's not going to therapy. Oh, wait. Oh, I got to do a little puzzle piece. Oh, it's a cute little dog with a bandana. Finally, a cute one. Pineapple nettle tea. I've never tried that. It's 8:13. It's 11:13 here, and I got to teach in the morning. So did she have any side effects of the medication that maybe she didn't like? Like maybe she got bloated. You know how us women are. We don't like the extra weight. Or sometimes too, it's weird that they're like, I felt calm. It's going to feel different to them. Did she tell you what she didn't like about the medication? Or sometimes it's the cost too. I'm not too sure how expensive that medication is. No side effects. I'll have to study that. That's one thing I haven't studied is contraindications, like side effects. Certain medications you can't mix with certain things. Certain medications you can't drink on. So she had no side effects even when she was doing a little birdie girl stuff. And sometimes too, they just get in that state where it's like a responsibility that they don't want. Do you know why she's refusing it? A lot of meds change the personality. You see that? That's why it's really hard to know when somebody has a mental illness who they really are. Like the narcissist, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and, bipolar. Sometimes, they are calm. Sometimes they're manic. Sometimes they're angry. Sometimes they're not, It's those heightened states that can cause people to lash out. Or, Christopher, I'm really sorry you're going through that. That's the thing, like once they're out of our care at 30 some years old, we still want the best for them. Donald is here. Donald, good to have you. Ron says when they get off, it takes a while to level out. Some of you got to be real careful on. You can't just quit cold turkey. That's why some medications scare me. Got Dixie looking for some food. The dog's walking around. All right, got to get this hair dry. And that's the thing. A lot of people relapse or go back into their problems. They start getting their life together. They start feeling better. And you see that a lot with schizophrenics too. No side effects. Chemical imbalance. Yeah. And they get so used to it that I had to deploy my taser one time. Oh, on your daughter? Oh. Is she still living at home with you? Or do you get calls? Or you just see her out and about? How are you interacting with your daughter? And how long has she been doing this? Because when they start getting worse, oh gosh. Does she have anybody you can talk to? Like a boyfriend or his mom or they say, people need that one person to support them. And Andrew is here, one person to believe in them. But that's why I had to get off Seroquel. Just want the business. Seroquel, did it mellow you out too much? Or what didn't you like about Seroquel? Oh, she was coming at you with something. Yeah, you probably were just telling her to stop or calm down, and she didn't like that, is my guess. And part of like when people start doing that, it's almost like they're losing control of their life. And so they try to control the situation. And when you try to control it back, they lose their cool even more. That's a dangerous situation. And the sad part is, you know, we can only help people that want to be helped. We can only help people that want to be helped. And you definitely don't want to enable her, you know, maybe give her some food, but, you know, I'm sure you know this, but don't be giving her, you know, money, or, you know, if you give her a place to stay, that, you know, you got to have those boundaries. And, you know, it's not just a place to party and to hide out and not work. Definitely don't want to enable people. You can put stipulations, and, you know, sometimes people need to crash to learn a lesson. But, you know, as a parent, you know, you don't want them doing something illegal. You don't want them doing something lifelong that's damaging. And I think you know what I mean. She doesn't live with you. Does she have any people that are good influences on her? She's probably going to shut them out for a while. Does she have children? Does she have any children? Was there something in her life that changed? Did she just recently have a breakup? Sometimes us women, we go crazy with breakups, but that can exacerbate any mental illnesses too. And sometimes it's just the cycle. You know, and I know some of you guys are secular, but there's something to God. And, you know, I have a friend who she is, I'd like to say was, bipolar, and she's come a long way. She has come a long way. She has a boyfriend, and he's probably just like her, partying, huh? Or is he, or is she hiding it from him? Any children? Lupes. Yeah, there's so many people that are struggling, and, you know, a lot of relationships end because of this, or they misinterpret things. Does she push you away when you try to help her? That's usually, you know, what happens is people don't want to take that. That's a type of accountability. I have a problem. You see, even people with cigarettes, you know, I can quit. I just don't want to. Well, I'll quit tomorrow. People keep putting it off, and they have to put the effort in. And it's easier not to put the effort in. The boyfriend is 20 years older than her. And is he supporting her? Well, I'll tell you what, statistically, having a boyfriend 20 years older has a 97% failure rate as far as marriage. But yeah, they're probably, in a sense, both using each other. He's probably more capable of making money. Maybe he has a little bit better job because of his age. What's he like? Because did she live with you when she was growing up? I'm getting all personal. Like I said, if you don't want to answer anything, and sometimes too, yeah, there's stuff going on with her. How long was she on bipolar meds, and did she see any results for a period of time? Maybe, you know, she can compare what her life was like. Sometimes too, when people get a new boyfriend, that's all they think about, and depending on what he's into. Obed is here. Run says the days started running together. I didn't like that. It just made me sleep a lot when talking about Seroquel. Run says I wake up and the day has passed and it's already nighttime. I get it. That's what I feel like I'm going through, and I'm not on medication. I'm right now. The only medication I just started a month ago. I've never really been on medication ever. But it's a non-steroid anti-inflammatory, which I need to get refilled. That does help. Does help my hips. But the boyfriend is 20 years older. That's already like a red flag though. It can work, but Run says I transported many bipolar clients. Debbie says try cutting a green pepper down the sides. I found out you get more pepper that way. Oh, so they're kind of like rings as you cut down that way. Is that what you mean? I know my food's right there. I want to eat it. Did you see me cooking, Debbie? You see? Look at that. It's right there. Here's my pepper. So here's one, which I'm going to eat. Christopher says a boyfriend, this turned out so good, is trying to get her to stop, but she doesn't stop. Can you talk to him? She'll get mad if you talk to him. It's good that he's trying to get her to stop, but he could be enabling her by giving her money and stuff like that. Does she work? So Debbie, is it in like the circles? I will have to do that. I was just talking how I'm going to go through some of your recipes and make them. Got to figure out which one. Debbie says you get bigger slices. I saw it on Instagram. LOL, live and learn. Now you tell me. But luckily, I think my teacher friend might give me some. Those are really good. She gets so defensive. Yeah, because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to admit she has a problem. I'm sure she knows she does. That's common, you know. Like, if she was in a healthy state of mind, you know, she'd be like, I need help. But she wants to like repress everything. And she's got to come to that realization. And some people have to hit rock bottom. But if you can talk to him, if there's any way to talk to him, I don't know. It's you know, the brain connects us to like emotions, and like when the connections aren't working correctly, it's hard to process certain things or to make logical decisions. Thank you for that love. I appreciate that. Danny is here. At least her boyfriend's trying to get her to stop, but yeah, I don't know her situation enough. Billy from Baltimore says hi. Hello, Billy. Good to have you here. We just got done making chicken teriyaki stir fry with some noodles. And thank you for joining. Feel free to follow and like. Debbie says, I sent you a bunch of pumpkin recipes. I saw that one with the pumpkin pie or pumpkin cake. It's pumpkin spice cake. I kind of want to make that. That's kind of neat. And I left you a voice message. Debbie is one of my really good friends. And I tried that. It's like a can of pumpkin, and we use devil's food cake mix. And that's all it is. It's like 2 ingredients. So in that video, he used the pumpkin spice cake, doubled it. So he used 2 cans of the pumpkin. But I got a kick out of when that big old slice fell. I have no idea why he cut it that way. That was like the biggest, longest piece of cake, and he used a lot of frosting. You could see it kind of dipped in. But yeah, Debbie is my recipe guru, helping me out. And I have to sit down. I don't eat a lot of sweets, so I will make a couple of those for the holidays. I'm going to go through some like food recipes and maybe have a food party this weekend. So, oh gosh, Christopher says my youngest daughter is gone now by her own doing. Do you know why she did that? And, I'm sorry for that. You hear about that a lot though. Or people at least thinking about doing that they just get in such a state that they feel hopeless. And, if any of you guys are struggling with that, I'm here for you. There are people here. She was so depressed. And, if it can physically hurt, it can physically hurt being so depressed just because of our thoughts. And sometimes because of love, we might love someone and then they're gone, or somebody passes away. That, we can't let our emotions get the best of us. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Is it Trina? And Chevy is here. So that's why when people are depressed, not to take it lightly. And so Trina, thank you. I'm glad I said it right. Debbie says, I sent you a bunch of pumpkin recipes. Have a Halloween party. There you go. That's what I need to do. My son is talking stupid tonight. That's what I'm dealing with at the moment. Yeah, Debbie's got kind of a similar situation too. And there's so much of that going on. And, there are cries for help, but there are times that people just don't want to continue. And it's sad that there's so many beautiful things in this life, and what we focus on is what we get. So, there's times to deal with the depression, but we can focus little step by little step. Even just, I heard a bird chirp today, or I saw the sunrise, or my sweater smells good from the fabric softener. Just little tiny things, and take little appreciations in everything. But when we go down that negative path, Christopher says, I've been dealing with my 33-year-old daughter when it happened. How are you doing, Christopher? That's a lot you're going through. Plus, being a cop, you see a lot of stuff too. Do you have a good support system? Because most parents really do love their children and want the best for them. And, sometimes we feel like our hands are tied. And Z Skrill, hi, you're very pretty. Thank you. You're very smart. No, I appreciate that. Debbie says he's got to be on something, but he swears he's not. Ooh. Does he have any awkward behaviors of like hiding in the bathroom or locking his door, something out of the ordinary? Sometimes that's a little red flag. And since he's staying with you, you can make your own rules in your house. Look, free rent, do a drug test. It's $250 this week. Or here you go, take your test. And if they refuse, then either charge them $250 or tell them nope. So Christopher says, I'm divorced. How long have you been divorced? Sometimes, I don't know if that happened before or after the loss of your child. Sometimes that's a stressor that can either make a marriage stronger or fall apart. So you've been going through a lot. And was it a divorce you, in a sense, wanted, that you were comfortable with? Or were you blindsided? 5 years. Okay. Whew. Hopefully you got some good cop friends. You got some good cop friends? My ex is a state cop, and there are some good cops out there, But they also like to drink. Try not to go down that drinking phase, because cops do like to drink. So Christopher says, I do. That's good. That's good. I like hanging out with cops. They're interesting. Like I said, my degree's in criminal justice, taught criminal law, Grand Valley State. So I have mad respect for you guys. I do. Debbie says, I had to wake up Emily last night to open the bathroom door. Ooh. The bathroom was in an odd mess, stuff all over the floor. I made a quick memory of what was on the floor. So, yeah, he's, how's his mental state been? And Squirrel, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Feel free to hit that like button. So Christopher says my group is very friendly. Good. Good. So it's still a little bit more summertime. So maybe you can still go fishing with them, or I don't know. What do you guys like to do? What do you like to do? I want to have one more lake party before the, it's cool in the morning though. It's been cool in the morning. So guys, it is 11:30 and I should probably log off. Don't want to, but yeah, Christopher, I hope you join again. I'm sorry you're going through that. I do have a video. Hello from Chicago. I see my daughter is in the driveway. Let me say this real quick. On my YouTube channel, Cynthia Schiller, Schiller. I have a whole video on mental health resources. They're all free. So go give her a hug. Go give her a hug. I'm sorry you're going through this, but we're logging off. Thank you for joining. Who is that? Let me see. DJ, good to have you here, but we're logging off. Uh-oh. Debbie says he's on 2 antibiotics for his infection. Okay. Is that infection getting better? You'll follow me. Good. Then I'll have you back next time I join. I do nightly lives, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go pig out on my chicken teriyaki. Catch you again sometime. I look forward to that. See you guys. Lots of love and hugs. And DJ, I'm holding you to it. Thanks for the follow. TikTok never wants to log off. That's so funny. All right. Bye, guys. All right. Thanks for joining. And
everybody making videos hating on the fact that
sorry, I'm logging off, but I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do a live chat again tomorrow. Oh, somebody just popped in. I'll see you again tomorrow on the next live. Bye, guys.